welcome everyone to our 2020 Senior Showcase. Each day we try to focus and highlight on an outstanding class of 2020 senior, and today we have Peyton Richardson with us. So how you doing, Peyton?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Great, great. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
To start, if you don't mind, if you want to take a minute and just kind of give us a brief background, introduce yourself, and kind of what you were involved in school while you were at Prairie Ridge.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Peyton Richardson. I'm a senior at Prairie Ridge. At Prairie Ridge, I'm involved in choir, lean crew, NHS, student council, medical club, and I feel like I'm missing one.
Did you share swimming?
Oh yeah, swimming. Yeah, I'm part of the swim team. I played baseball for 2 years as well. So, but I think that's about it.
Nice. So, if you kind of look back on your year at PR this year, what are some cool memories that you have that you could kind of fondly look back on?
One of my personal favorites was definitely the state football game. I know it probably didn't turn out the way we had all hoped to, but just being there again, because I did go to the freshman and sophomore year to the state football game, but just being there again with like everybody from our school and then seeing our team play again for another state championship, that was really cool. I enjoyed that.
Awesome. And then, well, you're being a little modest here, but you've qualified for some state tournaments yourself. So tell us a little bit about your swimming career, because you're part of the co-op team for the district, right?
Yeah. So I swam all 4 years of high school. My sophomore, junior, and senior year, I qualified for the state meet. I unfortunately never got to like what they have is like the finals, like top 12 individuals finals. But just, I guess, being there was really cool, just among some like the top athletes in the state, and then competing in a sport that I love and that everybody else there loved was really cool. I enjoyed that.
Awesome. Now, what are your kind of specialty events in swimming?
Yeah, my two individual events were the 200 individual medley, and then the 100 butterfly, and then so all 3 years that I went, we also qualified one of our relays, the medley relay, which I was a part of as well.
Awesome. So you're going to continue in swim in college, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So where are you heading off to?
So I'll be heading off to Gustavus Adolphus College in Minnesota, and then I will be majoring in either biology or athletic training or exercise science, like somewhere in that category. And then I'll also be swimming Division III swimming for their team.
Terrific. So then if we look at your where Peyton's going to be, picture your 10 years from now. You're 28 years old. Where are you? What are you doing? Where are you living? What have you kind of accomplished, and where's your life path?
So in 10 years, I hope that I'd be, as long as I'm still on like the biology, like pre-med track that I hope to follow, I'd hope to be finished with schooling there. And then I'd hope to either be in like the search of a job or land a job somewhere in like the sports medicine field or like sports medicine physician, something like that.
Gotcha. Now, has the quarantine kind of inhibited your ability, or are you able to still go swimming and work out?
Yeah, so I'm not able to swim. I don't have my own pool, like own 25-yard pool, so I can't really train, but I've done a lot of cardio exercises and then like stuff like working out like that. And then we have like this dryland program for our swim team, and me and a couple other teammates have been calling and like Zooming as like a team or like group FaceTime, stuff like that to complete the workouts and get those done.
Gotcha. And you're part of a swim club, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're saying. So tell me about that season, because that's like, do you even get a month off, or are you just in the pool like every week?
Yeah. So that season begins the week after Labor Day, and then it lasts until April, the first week in April, which is when Nationals is. But like high school season kind of cuts in between, is like right in like the middle, at least for guy season. And then we have about a month off ish little less than a month, and then we begin our summer swim season. We would have been starting it actually now or next week, starting next Monday would have been the beginning, but because of the situations we're in right now, we are unable to. So.
Sure. Well, what has, being that you've kind of been quarantined here the last 6 weeks, whatever it's been, what's one thing that you've kind of been surprised to learn about yourself going through this process?
I've actually been really surprised how, like, I thought just because I have, like, so much free time-ish with school, I'm surprised how, like, fast I'm able to finish my homework, because it kind of gives me something to do with, like, all the situations we're in. But, like, I'm surprised that I haven't, like, really procrastinated like I normally would do sometimes in school.
Now, what is any binge watching of any shows right now going on?
I did binge watch All American. I don't know if you've heard of this series,
Yeah.
but my brother actually recommended it to me, and I was like, maybe I'll go ahead and watch it. And I actually, in the 2 seasons, I think there's like 32 episodes in total, and I was able to finish that in like a span of 4 or 5 days. So it's kind of insane, because normally I'm not one to like go on Netflix and binge watch a ton of movies or like shows, but I was just super into this show and ended up binge watching it. So.
All right. So that'll be the recommendation for everyone to look at All American.
Definitely, yeah. I highly recommend that show.
All right, awesome. So tell us a little bit about your family. Is everything kind of crowded? Are you guys at each other's throats right now, or has everyone got their own little place? Or how many members of your family, and what's everyone doing?
So there's 5 of us, including me. I have an older brother, a younger sister, and then my parents. Usually during the day with like our schoolwork, we all like kind of have like our own, I guess we all like separate off and then like finish that. But then towards the end of the day, like we've actually gotten to like, common, like, what's it called? Like, not, I guess theme, or not theme. I don't know what the word is, but, every night we play like a family game or something like that. So we've been doing that to like, kind of like, I guess, keep each other from going at each other's throats, like you said. But, my brother and sister actually, like, they probably don't get along the best, but they've kind of been going at each other from time to time. So, but it's been good.
So your brother and sister, they're your sister's younger, your brother's older, you said.
Mm-hmm.
So what's their age difference? Well, what are their names, if you don't mind sharing?
So my brother's name is Ian, and he's a freshman at NCC.
Okay.
And then my sister's name is McKenna, and she's an 8th grader at Hannah Beardsley Middle School.
Got it. Okay, so you're the only one at PR now.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Gotcha. And your brother went to PR too?
He did, yes.
Okay. All right. You mentioned games with the family. What's kind of the go-to fun game for everyone?
So the go-to game right now has been Uno. We've kind of done a lot of Uno, but we've mixed in like I know my family does enjoy playing Clue. It's more like board games and like card games, stuff like that. But Uno has definitely been the go-to kind of game.
Sure, and hopefully you're rotating, that you don't have the same person next to you every night, because that could definitely create some family problems.
Yeah, but we actually haven't really rotated yet. So, but it's been going good so far.
So kind of going back and thinking about your experience, and obviously you've probably come across a lot of great administrators, coaches, teachers in your time at Prairie Ridge. Anyone or any 2 people kind of especially stand out that you wanted to share a little bit?
I'd probably say my top 2 were Coach Peck, or Mr. Pecoraro, and then Mrs. Buck are probably I would say my top 2 right now. Mostly because Coach Peck, like, day in and day out, has pushed me in like the weight room. I did weights or strength and conditioning for my PE class, and I definitely think that has contributed to my success in swimming and my athletics. And so I like really wanted to thank him for that. But then also Mrs. Buck, I had her my sophomore year for math, and it's kind of funny because like it's almost like she's like, in a non-weird way, like my second mom, but like she's like always super caring and always like looking out for me. And then she kind of like really like taught me a lot of valuable life lessons that I feel like I could carry throughout the rest of my life and like into college and jobs.
That's awesome. So Mrs. Buck.
Hmm.
So now, have you had a chance to share this with them? Yeah.
Actually, yes. So
Oh,
the
cool.
day well, I mean, maybe not like everything that I just said, but the day I found out that we were going to be e-learning for the rest of the semester, I kind of um, shot them both an email and then basically just thanking them for all that they've done for me in school, and then always being there for me and looking out for me.
Oh, that's awesome. So, Annie, how are you connecting with kind of fellow classmates or your friends, or what are you kind of doing now?
So for most of my classmates, it's been like either like group FaceTime or Zoom calls, kind of stuff like that. Or I know a lot of kids in like I guess our generation use Snapchat a lot, and so I've Snapchatted a lot of people. But a group of my friends that I swim with, we've actually we get on like an Xbox, like we all have Xboxes, and so we kind of all like get on there and play games together and talk to each other every night or almost every night.
All right. So, what's been the Xbox game of choice?
Right now has
You could
been
shake your
Warzone.
computer again because I lost you.
Oh,
It seems like
sorry.
no worries. Seems like every time you move your computer, you come back. There you are.
Okay. Do you see me now?
I got you.
Okay. Um, so the game of choice right now is probably Warzone or Call of Duty Modern Warfare has been a common one that we've played a ton. So
So which one of your friends are really good at Warzone or Call of Duty?
he actually goes to Prairie Ridge. His name is JT Matthias. He's exceptionally good at the game, I would say. He's very good.
Gotcha. All right, and not that they'll mind, but I mean, I'll be honest, who just sucks? Who
My brother actually. My brother's awful. He's really bad.
All right, so I guess you're not going to be telling your brother about this video then. So,
Yeah, hopefully not.
um, okay, so a lot of video gaming, family game nights. Is there a go-to kind of takeout where, all right, when you guys all want takeout, what's the kind of couple go-to places that you guys have been enjoying?
Um, we've actually gone to Tommy's a lot for lunch.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'd probably say between Tommy's and Portillo's, we've had a lot of as far as takeout options.
beef and hot dog specials or what?
I usually get at Tommy's I'll either get beef or a chicken sandwich depending on how I'm feeling, and then for Portillo's is usually a hamburger or cheeseburger.
And a cake shake probably in there, right?
Yes.
All right, so you're familiar with once a wolf, always a wolf, and shake your computer again for us. So
Okay.
let's see if you're coming back. All right, now you're back. Yeah, and for those of you that don't know, Peyton's mom's a teacher at another high school, and so she might be sharing a little bandwidth with Peyton right now. So, but once a wolf, always a wolf. And as you're kind of coming to the end of your PR career, what's that mean to you?
Um, I'd say like now that like I look back on it, I'd say it. Well, I actually wrote it down. I said that like I thought it was like it kind of means like the pride and culture of PR and like everybody there. It'll never leave us, and it like will always be like a small part of us or big part depending. That will always be able to like share in common with each other, and I just think that the impact that Prairie Ridge has had on us will like last with us for hopefully ever.
That's awesome. And one thing I didn't touch on, because I know it's a relatively new thing at PR and it just sounds like cool. Tell me about the Med Club, what that kind of
Um,
involves and what you guys have been doing there.
yeah, so actually this was my first year joining because they created it my junior year, and
Okay.
at first I was like a little hesitant, like I was a little nervous, and then senior year I was like, no, I definitely think that this is something I should join, especially what I'm thinking about going into. So basically what it touches on is like all like the like medical careers and like jobs that go along with it. And then we kind of do like they have field trips, and then other like there was like one that they had like dissection kind of thing. And so it just like explores like different medical fields, and then you get to learn about those. And then we had actually had a few people come in, but with this year being cut short, we weren't able to have quite as many other people. But we have actual like doctors that came in and spoke to us and like kind of gave us background information on their career and what they do.
Awesome. Now, you said the dissection. Was that a cadaver, or was it an
Yeah.
animal?
Oh no, yeah, it was a cadaver lab. I wasn't able to attend this because that was the weekend of my sectional swim meet. But yeah, it was a cadaver lab that they went to over at MCC.
Oh, very cool. So,
Mhm.
all right. So, with all this being said, what's one thing you want to share with the group that maybe only your family knows about you? Something quirky, something different. Can you think of something that maybe people don't know about you?
So like, are you like, I mean, I wrote down a few things, but like, are you saying like special talents maybe, or like?
Whatever you want to share. It could be that you could wiggle your eyebrows or get your hairline to move. I don't know. Um,
Um,
it's all in the eye of the beholder.
okay. Yeah, I can touch my tongue to my nose, and then
Hey,
I can
you can't throw that out there and not
without.
expect that I'm going to make
Yeah,
you do that.
yeah.
I appreciate you being a good sport. So,
Of
hey,
course.
hey Peyton, I really thank you. It's been a pleasure for you to share with the group, and you're a great example of kind of the resilience of your class, and all the best to you in the future.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Everybody just